Yes, sir. And we back with it. Come on, man. Another rare thought, random thoughts. Y'all go ahead and come on in with it. Nice weather. I don't know, they having like a friends and family type thing. I don't know if that's the social media. Cause I seen some other people doing it too. I don't know if that's like some social media, you know what I'm saying, stuff. You know, everybody, trying to keep up with social media these days. Understand? But hey, I ain't trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on, let me see something, y'all. Hold on. All right, now look, right? That I know that you know, uh, and y'all check out the videos. I'm finna drop in the next hour. I was thinking about dropping them at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. But I might just go ahead and drop both of them earlier. But it's basically me talking about my I'm approaching my 2 years on YouTube next month, on the 14th. So I know it's a little earlier, but like I just woke up excited. I woke up excited and decided to talk about it, and really, and let you know that I appreciate y'all, and as I continue to go on the journey, things, hey, got to go through it. Hey, remember, sacrifices must be made. Dedication must be implemented. Come on, man. But y'all come on in. But look, check this out, right? So I was thinking, right, for when I said on one thing, but I like to talk about this, right? Find me an application. Find me an application where it say, who was your last boss? Come on, man. I got 100 for anybody who can find me an application where it say, who was your last boss? Come on, man. And I like to talk about this because everybody wants to be a chief, but we don't have enough Indians. It's like don't nobody want to be the workers no more. Everybody want to be more important than the next. Come on, man. We all dust at the end of the day. We all grass at the end of the day. That's why I don't exalt myself over people no more. Like don't get me wrong. Your ego can be valuable in different things, but you have to learn how to check your ego. You have to know how to put your ego in check. That's why I always say check your ego at the door, because it ain't gonna get you nowhere, and it'll get you in situations where the situation can benefit you, and it'll stagnate you. Understand? By you not putting that ego in check, right? So I always say, check your ego at the door, man, because a lot of people want to be exalted over people, man. That's why God, I believe that's why God made it that way. Where He say the poor will be with you always, because when people go to elevating, people go to getting high-minded and exalting themselves over people and feeling like they better than people. Come on, man, and that ain't what it is. But I can see why He say, I see why humbling yourself is very big to Him. And I think you can find that in Corinthians. I forget what chapter and verse it is, but I know it's in, I believe it's in First Corinthians, where He said, humble thyself, pray, seek thy face, and turn from your wicked ways. If y'all able to use y'all phone, put it in the write it in the comments what chapter that is. It say, humble thyself, humble yourself, seek thy face, pray, and turn from your wicked ways. Come on, man. But just be mindful of what you doing and how you know saying how you approach people. Understand that we all, you know, put on our pants the same way. Like nobody's bigger than nobody. Even I don't care how much money you got. I'm not gonna let nobody belittle me or disrespect me. I don't care how much money you got. And I ain't finna disrespect nobody else because I approach situations with respect. You give respect, you gonna get respect. And if you get respect, hey, you know what I'm saying, we gotta deal with things accordingly. But I ain't tolerating no disrespect. I don't know how nobody else feel, but I always been like that. In my life, I always been like that. Like I always been big on respect. I always been big on. Now don't get me wrong. I did a lot of bullshit in my younger days. You feel me? Because I didn't know no better. You feel me? I didn't know no better. We trying to figure ourselves out, and you know what I'm saying, we doing a lot of ignorant things. But even being younger, I always held my respect top tier. I always held my respect top tier. Like for real. I always got it. That's how I always got into a lot of fights. I always got into it. It wasn't even never about because somebody maybe was cracking on me or picking on me or whatever. Not. It was all about the respect. So you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I don't know how much. And it plays in the same way as far as you deal with women. Respect goes a long way because if she don't respect you, then how can she be submissive to you? Understand? I'm trying to tell y'all, man, y'all better get with it. Get with it. If she don't respect you, then how can she be submissive to you? Come on, man. Think about it. But just know that, you know, I appreciate y'all, man. If I probably already said that, but like I say, man, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know the gratitude, like just how much, you know, I appreciate y'all and you know, taking heed to the message and continue to, you know, lift me up as we iron sharpen iron. We continue to grow together, you know, and strive to take this holy path. Now I ain't gonna say everybody on the holy path, but everybody even want to take the holy path. But I know that, you know, certain people, you know, some people gonna want to take the path. So you gotta know when you decide to pick up that cross, and walk towards Jesus, and to be Christian is to be God like. That's what they did in Antioch. To be Christian like, they was acting like Christ. They were striving to be like Christ. But God, Leviticus 19:1, God told us to be holy. So you have to strive to be holy, man. Yes, Christians in the Bible, but Christianity, that's a religion. Christianity is not in the Bible. Let's just be our way 1,000 about it. And I bet you $100. If you can find Christianity in the Bible, I'll give you $100. Send me your cash out, I'll send you $100. Come on, man. If you can find Christianity, I ain't say Christian. Christianity. Find Christianity in the Bible, and I'll send you $100 today. Matter of fact, you can find it right now while anybody that's on the live, if you can find it right now in the Bible, send your cash out, I send you $100. But understand and don't lean on your own understanding. See, you gotta go by what's in that Bible, man. And don't get me wrong, y'all. I ain't holier than that, man. Like sometimes I wish I didn't know the thing. I wish my understanding wasn't open the way it is. Cause some of the shit I know, I wish I didn't know. Understand? The Bible convicts me too. So if you feel some type of way about the Bible, or if you don't like, you know what I'm saying, being judged for your sins and things like that, you know, that's something that you got to deal with. Then that means that you have to go with inside. You ain't did your shadow work. If people offend you about speaking against something that you might do, You got to go within and seek thyself, do your shadow work, because you shouldn't feel bad about what people speak. You should be glad that somebody's speaking against something that you should turn away from. See, but not everybody feel like, oh, they had their time to turn away from this and that. Nah, man, we so comfortable being in sin that when anybody speak out against it, we feel like somebody judging us. We feel like somebody attacking us. Come on, man. No, you can't feel that way. Pastor Geno Jennings speak out against sin all the time. You know, and I actually grown to the point that I love it. Tell me something that's right for me. Don't lie to me. I'd rather you tell me the truth. Because God say seek him in spirit and in truth. So that means you have to accept the truth. And just me, see, but I learned that a lot of people like to live lies, man. Like to live lies, like to live in a fantasy. Delusional. You know what I'm saying? I can never be in that type of mind frame because I'm too brutally honest. I love when people be brutally honest with me. That's why I went back when in school, back in school, when like elementary, middle school, all that, when we used to be joning and cracking on each other. That's why I never used to get mad. Cause I always could accept the brutally honest. I always had thick skin. Now I'm not gonna say I was the hard person or like my feelings didn't get hurt, but I always, it's like my feelings would be hurt for a minute, then I just shake it off. Come on, man. You gotta have thick skin out here, man, because people will, people gonna say things to you. Y'all don't never like just look in the comments on certain things. Like you going down Instagram and you seeing people say certain things on people's videos, man. People will say some hurtful things to you, man. And if you ain't got no tough skin, you gonna fold. You gonna fold, man. I'm trying to tell you, you gonna fold and you gonna give up. But I'm here to tell you, man, you gotta accept what people say to you. Accept it. Or a lot of things you can rebuke, but don't get to the point where you want to hurt yourself or do something to yourself. Nah, man, I ain't never wanted to kill myself or do nothing to myself. Like I might was hurt, but I ain't, man. I love myself too much to try to harm myself. Like that just me, honestly, to be all the way 1,000 with you. And let me go even deeper than that, right? Like before I started my channel, I didn't even want to get on this camera because I know that, my mouth ain't right the way that I want it to be, right? But I told cause I was like, man, cause I used to have goals. I'm being all the way 1,000 with y'all. Let me be honest with y'all. I used to have goals, right? And I used to eat so much on them and do all types of stuff in them. And I used to, what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I used to take them out and brush my teeth too. But I just got to a point where I'm just like, at a time where I was in my life, I was just like, fuck it. You see what I'm saying? I was just like on fuck it, and I was neglecting a lot of things. You see what I'm saying? Like I was neglecting a lot of things, and I wasn't taking care of myself like I should have, right? So by the time I really kind of snapped it back into reality, it was kind of done to the point where I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take them out. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my ex, you know what I'm saying? Cause she told me, she was like, man, take them shits out your mouth and let your mouth breathe. You feel me? And when she said that to me, something just clicked in my head. And I'm just like, man, fuck that. I'm finna take them out. My teeth was already messed up from chewing, and like when you constantly got them goals in your mouth like that, your teeth get weak. They get weak for you not actually letting them breathe. They get weak, and I just got to the point where I wasn't taking care of them like I should. I wasn't taking care of like I should, right? Thank God that it ain't all my teeth, but But right now I'm making payments. Right now it's 2002. So y'all cats out here walking around and just have your mouth messed up forever. That's on you. Cause the same way you make payments on that car, or the same way you make payments on that phone, the same way you made payments on that insurance, the same way you might pay your rent, the same way you pay on your lights, the same way you make payments you pay to get that weed and all that, and the drink and the Miley and the pills and things like that. You can pay on your mouth. Always remember that. So, you know, but yeah, I just got to a point where I was just neglecting my mouth. So, you know, I had thought about before when I started my channel. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to be in front of the camera like that talking, but I was just like, fuck it. I just woke up one day and was just like, fuck it. I'm just finna do it. Regardless of what they say about my mouth, regardless of what they say about my eyes, regardless of what they say about me, period, I still gotta do the work of God. Cause eventually what you see, cause I want y'all to grow with me, cause I'm finna show y'all. I'm finna show y'all how you grow. And how you elevate. Just cause, you know, I don't have, just cause I'm not where I want to be right now, doesn't mean 5 years later I won't be where I want to be. Understand? So I'm just showing y'all, like, y'all gonna grow with me and y'all gonna see how you elevate. I'm gonna show you how to elevate. Come on, man. Use me as inspiration. Use me as something that you can look at and be like, yeah, man, Pooh Man said he was gonna do that. I can do it. Pooh Man, I was watching Pooh Man. Pooh Man said that you can pay on your mouth. You ain't gotta just have your mouth like this for the rest of, if your teeth messed up or whatever situation is, you don't have to stay like that for the rest of your life. You can make payments. Come on, man. You can make payments on your mouth. Come on, and get your mouth fixed. You all remember, always gotta invest in yourself. Always invest in yourself. Don't never just let yourself slip away or feel like you can't do nothing to fix it. No, it's gonna take a little minute. I'm 36 right now. Everything that I want right now, I'm setting up to have when I'm in my 40s. Trust me. Come on, man. I'm 36 right now. Mark my words now. Mark my words. If the Lord's will for me to make it to 40, y'all gonna see a whole different Pooh Man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. Understand? Y'all gonna see a whole new Pooh Man. Don't get me wrong. This is a new version of me right now that's talking to y'all right now. But remember, I still got more elevating to do. I still got more evolving to do. So as I continue to go on and evolve and, you know, transformation and reprogramming, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to reprogram the mind. And that's why I say once you reprogram in the mind, you ain't got to be doing all that, you know, extra stuff. You starting to come back, you starting to come into your conscious, you know what I'm saying, your conscious and build up to your crown chakra. Because I told you a lot of people moving, we got 7 chakras. A lot of people moving in they sacred and root chakra. Them your low chakra, that's the lower vibration. Your root and your sacred chakra, that's your set chakra. So a lot of people moving in that. They ain't coming up. They ain't coming up to the heart chakra. They ain't coming up to the throat. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't even made it to the heart. Come on, man. They still down in the lower nature. Come on, man. I'm coming past the heart. I'm coming past the throat. Your voice box. Come on, man. So understand, right? And like I told y'all, man, I be brutally honest. I don't know how to lie. I'm not good at lying. You know what I'm saying? So I just be mindful of what I be around and what I do. Understand? Right? But y'all definitely watch them videos to the end that I dropped today. Me approaching my 2 years on YouTube, you know, and me you know, just giving appreciation and thanks to y'all, you know, for being with me, you know, supporting me, building me up, you feel me, motivating me, you know, and continue to stay tuned and take heed to the message, because that's what it's about. You know what I mean? And there's other people out there giving good messages too, man, but I always tell y'all to be mindful of who you listening to, who y'all listening to. Always be mindful, right? Always be mindful of who you listening to and who's giving you the word. Cause some people got their philosophies and, you know, they own understanding of what something is, but nah, man, I go by for what's in that Bible and what my understanding is. What my understanding is, and as a man of God, uh, and being listening to a man of God who God has given revelation to, because the Bible is a mystery. Besides being metaphorical, the Bible is a mystery. So it has to be a man of God who he's revealing revelation to in order to break down the scriptures. Because every scripture you're not gonna understand off the bat. Some of it you'll understand, but a lot of it you ain't gonna understand. A lot of us is still like they would call newborn babes. You know what I'm saying? Where you breaking down certain scriptures, but it get to a point where you gotta look at the scriptures like food. Right now we on the milk. You know what I'm saying? But once you get to more bigger scriptures and it's being broken down to you more, that's the meat. That's the meat. When you're able to digest that meat, that's when you're able to understand it a lot more. But a lot of people are still on that milk. Come on, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. But that's the way it is. That's the way it is. So, what else I had wanted to talk about? Like I said, I know just like a lot of guys be wanting to hear about be on I'm gonna try that. I found some, cause I don't know if y'all ever heard of Jamaican what it is, Jamaican black castor oil. I think that's what it is. But I'm gonna go and put that on my hair. I'm gonna try to see if my hair I'm gonna try to see if that'll grow back my hair. Because I learned that, when you losing hair and stuff like that, that means like more like parasites and things like that be eating at your roots. You know what I'm saying? Be eating at your roots and stuff like that, and it stop your hair from growing and stuff like that. That's why a lot of people, be bald, and sometimes they call like alopecia and all that stuff like that. Nah, man, that's when parasites eating up your roots. But I heard that Jamaican black castor oil supposed to bring back the roots and bring it back and kill the parasites and stuff like that. But let me but put in the comment if y'all know anything about that. But I heard that supposed to be true, but I'm gonna try it. And not to say that I just want to like go back something like real crazy, but I just want to see if it worked. You know what I'm saying? Like we done tried everything else. Shit, why not try something that you might, you know what I'm saying, that might could work? We done tried everything else. And I wasn't never really big on, cause I like my shit low and keep me a nice little piece fuzz. I like mine low, but I wanted to see if I can get it back. I had good hair before I started losing my hair. I had good hair, man, like good blonde, like that good blonde. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can go to certain countries and sell this. You can sell my hair. Feel more like a rug, carpet, like really more like a rug. You see what I'm saying? This ain't regular. It's good blonde, that good blonde. You can sell it. You think about it. You can sell you some blonde. You know what I'm saying? So, but understand, man, right? So, but like I said, man, y'all just be mindful of what's going on, and don't let nobody stop y'all from doing what you got to do. You got goals, push your goals ahead, but put God first, man. You cannot do nothing. There's a lot of cats that made things happen. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people don't believe in God because they done made things happen, but you got to know that God have mercy on them too. For he blessed the righteous and unrighteous. So you got to know it go both ways. And it go both ways. For he said he made good and he made evil. So y'all got to realize that we walking among evil, the good walking amongst evil. Right? So just be mindful, you know what I'm saying, of who you talking to and who you giving your energy to, because a lot of people are draining, man, especially on the journey of seeing attention. Like once your aura up, like that's why I tell y'all build y'all aura up so y'all able to, be around these different spirits and y'all won't be drained. See, because when you just kind of like in your lower vibration, you people are drain you, man. But I learned that it's a little bit more powerful once you come into the knowledge. It's a little bit more powerful, but you gotta have that aura. You gotta have that aura to be able to be able to be around these different spirits. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people's spirits are draining. They don't have good spirits, and it'll drain you if you give it too much time or too much energy to it. That's why I don't really even like. That's why I don't even be trying to even argue with nobody no more. Like somebody say something crazy, I'm like I jump out the window or I be ready to, ready to say something back. But I learned so much about energy that sometimes Satan, because Satan got attacked when you trying to do the right thing. You best believe Satan gonna attack. So just be mindful when people say something crazy to you. Rebuke it and keep it moving, man. Unless they put their hands on you, let it slide. Let them say what they gonna say, because it's only words. You can always rebuke words. You feel what I'm saying? You can always rebuke words. But if they put if they put their hands on you, hey man, that's a different story. You do what you gotta do. But other than that, man, let that shit slide, man. Cause it ain't worth it. It's energy. You giving them their energy. They feed. You gotta know demons and people, certain people that have bad spirits, they feed off the energy. Telling you, man. I know if I had a situation, what it was the other, I want to say maybe probably like 3 months ago, I had a situation, and cause I don't even be trying to argue with nobody no more. That's why I say about 3 months ago, I was lifting some stuff at the job, and it was some dudes. They was going back over the staircase, like they were painting the staircase, and I seen the dude when I bent the corner with the stuff I was lifting. There was some heavy stuff, but I had, and I made sure he seen me when I bent the corner. I made sure he seen me, but as I bent the corner and got out the door, I remember one of his partners that was working with him on the stairs. He was like, "Hey man, dude, almost." I heard him tell him, because I had put it down before I picked it back up to take it to the trash, and the dude was like, "Yeah, he almost hit you." He was like, "Man, dude, almost hit you." See, if I wasn't in the knowledge and I was still thinking ignorant, I would have went back and said something, because I heard him say it. You feel me? Now, if he would have said something again when I walked past, then I would have said something. But I just let it slide. I thought about going back in there. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I thought about going back in there and say something like, "Man, bro, you on that bullshit. I ain't try to hit this man or nothing like that." Like, he seen me. You feel me? But he wanted me, and I told you, Satan gonna attack. Satan gonna try to get that reaction at you. He gonna try to get that distraction at you. He wants you to throw your life away. He wants you to get into something. He wants you to give in to ignorance. But you gotta be mindful. Understand? That's why I say, as you go on the journey, you get more aggression. You get more aggressive. You get more testosterone. Your masculinity come back. So you have to be aware of your type of energy that you got right now. Understand? Like I told you, I always look at it like Goku when he went in the I think it's the hyperbolic time chamber. You gotta look at it like that. See how they just walk wide, but he get to Super Saiyan at certain levels. That's how you gotta do it. It's your energy at a different level. So, but you have to be more in a more calm level before you take it to that next level, and be mindful that Satan attack. So you have to be mindful. So when he said it, I heard it, and my first thought was to go back in there and say something, but I didn't. I was just like, nah, I'm gonna let it go, because he didn't say it to my face. You see what I'm saying? He said it behind my back, but I just heard him when I got out the door. I guess he didn't think I heard him, but I heard him. So I just went back, but I said, if he say something again, I'm gonna check his ass. For real, because some people be like that. Some people be on BS, and I don't know why it's like that, but just some people just be like that. Cause they don't be no good spirit. They ain't got nothing else to, you know what I'm saying. And some people, and always be mindful that people not, you know what I'm saying, just as well as you get the benefits, you gonna have you're gonna have the BS that come with it too, cause ain't nothing always perfect. You gotta take the good with the bad. You gotta know that people gonna feel some type of way cause you in a different energy. People gonna stare at you different. People gonna, people just ain't gonna like your overall evolve. You know what I'm saying? Your evolution, your, you know what I'm saying, your changes. You know what I'm saying? Your self-discipline things that you implemented to, better yourself to be able to, you know what I'm saying, walk this type of journey. A lot of people ain't gonna like you, man. Understand? Then you gotta know that Satan can can attack these people. Satan can attack these people to, to provoke you. Cause they moving in the lower vibration. He know that he just can't get to you. So he'll just get to somebody that's able to be attacked. But you have to see it. That's what it comes down to. You gonna just have to see it. You have to see it, recognize it, and then that's how you deal with it. See, so that's why I know when certain people do certain things, I just I give another example. On the other day, some dudes were doing the mud, like they be I forget what you call it. It's after they go to be put after they be putting up the draw before they do the rest of the material on the houses. They be putting like the type of like mud. They be putting a little type of mud around it and stuff like that, around the mud around the house and then like in certain parts of the garages, right? And he was like the dude. I was by him. And I was getting some paint buckets, right? I was taking some paint buckets to another house, right? And the way he was moving the what's the name, he had made a whole bunch of mud, kind of like had got on my hat, and some of it had kind of dripped down my back a little bit. And my first thought was like kick cause he was on the stand thing. So my first thought was just kick the stand over. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I was gonna kick the stand over, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, I was gonna kick the stand over, and whoever wanted it was gonna get it. You feel me? Right? But now I was like, you could just see me. I was just standing there. I'm like, man, I was just like, I was like, you could just tell. But that's how I know my spirit and everything is built up, because I was sitting there for a minute and I was just like, I was just back and forth. I was just back and forth in my mind. Like you could see my mind. It was like this, just like this. And I'm like, man, should I kick that thing over or shut? But I ended up going with the better choice. I say, nah, I'm gonna let it slide. You feel what I'm saying? And I promise y'all that when I did that, like it's just like a calmness came over me. A calmness, just like for the rest of the day, it was good. The rest of the day was good. Like, understand, it was just like a real calmness that came over me. So that's why I try to tell y'all, Satan when you trying to live right and you trying to lead towards God and do things right and not provoke the anger and want to seek revenge and seek harmless and think wickedness and evil, you got to know that Satan will test you. God will let Satan test you. Understand? So you just got to be mindful, man, that everything don't deserve a reaction. Certain shit you just got to let slide. Let it be what it is, because something small can escalate to something big that you ain't even, like me, I be ready to jump out there, but that's moving off emotion. Understand? That's for females. Us men, we can't move like that. We can't move like that. We got to be way more logic, and we got to move way more swifter than that. You see what I'm saying? So don't let everything, push you over the edge. Sometimes you gotta just let it go, even if it hits your ego a little bit, even if it go against certain things. But always keep your respect. Now the respect, you gotta hold that respect up. That respect gotta be taught too. But everything don't deserve your energy, man. And that's all I'm saying. Everything don't deserve your energy. So be mindful. But I ain't gonna take up too much y'all time, man. I just wanted to get on here if I can get more comfortable. I can get more comfortable with doing the live streams and stuff like that. But y'all just take heed to the message. I appreciate y'all. Y'all keep striving to do right. Abstain from fornication. Continue to retain till you find that good thing. Continue to, be great, man, and don't let nobody deny you, and don't let nobody belittle you, and don't let nobody, run over you. Understand? Remember, we gotta put that respect at the top. Your respect gotta come before anything else. Come on, man. And everything else gonna fall into place if you keep God first. Trust me. I'm a faithful witness, and I wouldn't tell you no lies. Right? But until next time, y'all not tuned into that Reds Gonna Get. I am your host, Sabino Pooh Man. Brought to you by Touch Our Family, Criminal Riders ENT. What it do, G? And if the Lord's will, we'll be back with another one. I think I